Hey, what's up everybody? My name is LikeIt's1985 and this is my review of the 2012 Marvel Legends Blue Ghost Rider. And I have actually been after this figure for quite some time, finally managed to actually win an auction on eBay for $30 shipped. So not too bad considering the prices were like $40, $50, $60 for this figure when it first came out. And I believe this one is really hard to find, the blue version. So, I'm really happy to have it. First, let's take a look at the packaging. Pretty neat. And again, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, I like the comic book style of packaging there. Really nice. On the back, you have a look at, well, a picture of Ghost Rider. And a look at the other figures in the wave. This is the wave that has the parts to build the Terrax Build-A-Figure. So you can see you have Steve Rogers, the Hope Summers, Extremis Iron Man, Marvel's Claw, Constrictor, and Thor as a part of that lineup. So, as part of the accessories, well, you do get this little pamphlet here that does show you which parts of Terrax come with which figures. So that's pretty neat. And on the back here you have the Tales of Terrax, part 6 of 6. And in the actual bubble or the tray here, along with the figure, you do get the two arms. The two arms and hands, of course, to build Terrax. So, on to the figure itself. What I was really impressed about this figure when I first saw pictures of it and first saw reviews is how well detailed this is. And I just love the way that blue translucent plastic came out for the flame effect, which is really nice. And you can see some blue highlights on his face, or I should say on his skull. His skull, the actual sculpt of the skull head is really nicely detailed, and the paint is just really nice to bring out all that detail as well. And the other thing I really like about this figure in terms of detail is the armor. You can see here he has shoulder armor, armor on his forearms. Looks really, really nice. Something you'd like to see out of the Lord of the Rings or something like that, with the nice looking elaborate armor. I got some more blue paint going along here, some a belt here with some chains on it. This is just made of soft rubbery plastic, and here's more of this nice armor on his knees, on his calf. It's got some spikes going on down here as well, so really cool. And I didn't realize he sort of has a coattail effect for his cloak or his jacket here. So that's really cool. And as I said before, this is all loose here, and this is actually attached to, well, it just goes around his waist really loosely, and then he has the upper portion of his, well, I should say his actual jacket itself is all one piece of plastic here. It's loose over the figure itself, and it doesn't really appear to be removable. But it is nicely detailed, as you can see there. So, head articulation, well, he's got a lot of head articulation. You can see he has a long neck there, you can see down there. And so you have a wide range of movement at the neck. Shoulders, you got shoulder articulation. There actually is, looks to be like a ball hinged shoulder. You got a sort of a bicep swivel there. And then you have a double bend at the elbows. And then you have the rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge joint for this type of motion there. And he has the type of ab articulation where it's sort of described as an ab crunch. It's not a ball joint, it's more of just a straightforward and back ab articulation there. He does have waist articulation. And the hips appear to be on like a ball hinge joint with a swivel at the hip. And then you have a double bend at the knees, a really nice double bend actually. Pretty cool. And the final point of articulation, swivel and a hinge at the ankles. So overall, a really nice figure. And this has a variant where it's the traditional orange colors for Ghost Rider. And I think that's based on an actual separate, the original character that played Ghost Rider, whereas this is a different character in the comics. But really nice looking figure. Glad I finally found it. And the funny thing is, well, it wasn't really funny at the time, but I actually, when this figure first came out in the Terrax wave a few months ago, I actually went to my local comic book store, and I walked into the store and I said, hey, I'm looking for this blue Ghost Rider. And the guy tells me, well, you're not going to believe this. One other person just came in about an hour ago and bought the last Ghost Rider. I think they only had one because they only bought one set of the Terrax figures. So I lucked out. I should say, I luck out, or I experienced some bad luck, because if I had gone there an hour earlier or before that, I would probably have gotten this figure. But through a twist of fate, I did not. So I turned to my friend eBay and I waited and waited until I can get one for $30. The actual price was $20 for the auction and then like $8 shipping. So all in all, really happy with the price, considering how much it has gone on in terms of price at eBay. So there you go. This has been a review of Marvel Legends Blue Ghost Rider. Thanks for watching.